bees are the most important pollinators in the world. And the most important of all of the bees are honeybees. Looking at a honeybee's hive, you will see there are some hexagon-shaped cells. Why do they need these cells, and why did they choose the hexagon? Well, let's look at the honeybee's main job. It's to pollinate and to produce honey from their sweet syrup, nectar. So they need to store the honey, and they also need the storage made out of wax. Honeybees can produce wax, but 8 ounces of honey, they only can produce 1 ounce of wax. So they need to have the biggest space to store as possible and use the least wax. So they need to choose a shape. Let's imagine they have a math teacher about geometry. They can use the triangle, the square, the circle, any kind of shape. So they ask the geometry teacher, which shape will have the biggest space for us to store our honey? And the teacher replied, that's the circle, of course, because the circle doesn't have any corners. So they choose the circle. But then they say, oh no, the circle is too round. There are little spaces between them. They are not saving up honey for wax. So they need to come up a plan for a new hive. And one bee say, hey, maybe we can use triangles. They fit up perfectly. But no, triangles are too small. And then another say, hey, we can use squares. They fit up perfectly too. No, that's just impossible. And then one say, we cannot use the pentagon, but we can use the hexagon. Because why? Because the hexagon is nearly the same as a circle, and it fit up perfectly. So that's the reason why the beehives are made out of hexagon. The next time you saw an hexagon in hive, think of the journey, how they came up with this amazing structure.